between Republicans and Democrats. Democrats will do anything to advance their agenda. They don't worry about ethics, morality, the rule of law, the Constitution. They will walk on broken glass, one behind the other. But Republicans are a different type of animal. But John Boehner, some of them are truly ignoramuses. And that would be Trey Gowdy. Many of you have liked Trey Gowdy. I've never liked him. I have a rule. If you comb your hair 15 different ways in 4 days, I don't trust you. If you can't decide whether you can grow a beard or not, I don't trust you. But in all seriousness, this guy's full of hot air. Has he ever held anybody accountable for anything? Like Hillary Clinton and her emails. But John Boehner appointed him to chair this special committee on Benghazi because he's a Boehner boy. So he gets out there, and he, of course, he defends the senior levels of the FBI. I'm not talking about the rank and file. We all defend them. They put their lives on the line. So Trey Gowdy, Politico's reporting, is demanding information from the administration on Yvonne's personal email. And he wants it by December 5th. Now, this guy has retired. He's about to go out the door. So he's laying the foundation for the Democrats to go after Trump's daughter because, you know, we're consistent here. We're consistent here. Just because it's a Republican doesn't mean, and by the way, did I tell you I'm a former federal prosecutor? That's true. And we're consistent here. We follow the law no matter what. So he doesn't see the distinction whatsoever. Honestly, I've never found him to be that bright. I just haven't. He's not that smart. He wants to run for the Senate or governor in South Carolina. You watch. All these guys are egomaniacal, constantly trying to claw their way up. And I can use a little positive press, too. I'm Trey Gowdy, after all. So he writes this long letter. It's got footnotes in it. It's very lawyerly, like. Very impressive as he goes after the president's daughter. Very, very impressive. The Democrats don't want to know about Hillary's emails, her server. They don't want to know anything. It's a Republican witch hunt. Trey Gowdy. And this is why we don't have a wall. Many of the Republicans who lost were trying to show CNN and MSNBC and Maggie Haberman writing for the Holocaust-denying New York Times. All the journalist school graduates want to work for the New York Times. Anyway, so they all try to kowtow. And the best way to kowtow... I'll give you an example. And I've said this before. Early on, before I really trashed so many of these phony fraud reporters, many of whom were Democrat staffers, and, I'm a reporter defending the free press. And they worked for Harkin, and they worked for Tip O'Neill, and they worked for Carter, and they worked for Obama. I'm defending the free press. And Ben Rhodes lies through his teeth. The press says, I think he's lying through his teeth, but let's go with it. But, I'm defending the free press. Or Jake Tapper. Anyway, you know the list. They kowtow to these people. They want to be liked. And in the end, of course, the media hate them too. They really want true believers on the left. And why not get behind a true believer like Maxine Waters rather than Trey Gowdy? Maxine is just a genius stateswoman, I would say. Anyway, so Trey Gowdy's out there, and I'm sure it'll be Trey, would you come on our TV program? Anyway, when I had not a relationship with these people at Meet the Depressed or Good Morning Soviet Union or whatever you want to call these shows, they would invite me on when I was highly critical of Republicans. Remember that, Mr. Producer? When I was pounding Boehner because he deserved it, I'm starting to wonder if Boehner was smoking pot while he was speaker. Cannabis? shut up, you idiot. And Mitch McConnell out there, you know what, we're the best budget prospect. And meanwhile, the debt is soaring under Mitch McConnell. But don't tell the Weekly Standard and Fred Barnes. They love this. You know how much he's accomplished. It's unbelievable. He got judges passed. No, Harry Reid paved the path for our judges to get passed. That moron in Nevada. You know, my eye. I hurt my eye because I was exercising. Yeah, Harry. That's how you hurt your elbow. Or your knee. Or your ankle. How'd you hurt your eye? Well, I was pulling the rubber thing and it hit me in the eye. Yeah, okay, Harry. I think Harry was walking in the doors a long time ago. So McConnell gets credit. But this crushing debt that the Republicans have laid on top of crushing debt from Obama and the Democrats, look how well we're working together. And we passed the bill before any... shut up. I didn't lose my place. So Trey Gowdy, he gets conservative media. Oh, this Trey Gowdy, he's special. In the liberal media, this Trey Gowdy, he's special. Trey Gowdy is the Stormy Daniels of the House of Representatives. May I say that, Mr. Producer? He really is. He started lashing out, you know. Yes, the conservative media complex that makes money off of criticizing people like me. I don't make money off of criticizing people like you. Nobody even knows who the hell you are, to be perfectly... You go down into a local diner. You know who Trey Gowdy is? Is that a dancer? No, he's not a dancer. LGBTQ... No. Who's Trey Gowdy? I don't know. Anyway, Trey Gowdy is on the job here over the holiday. He's going after Ivanka Trump and her emails, you see. I'm going to get to the bottom. I couldn't get to the bottom of Benghazi. I couldn't get to the bottom of the FBI scandal because, of course, the senior level of the FBI is swell. No, that's not a spy. It's an informant. You can't call them spies. And Trey Gowdy couldn't get to the bottom of Hillary Clinton's email. But by God, he's going to get this Ivanka Trump thing figured out. Because we know she's an incredible threat to the... That Trey Gowdy, nothing gets past him. He is just terrific. That Trey Gowdy. The Helen Keller of the Judiciary Committee. Oh, don't worry. He'll take care of it. Don't worry. And he'll give a hell of a speech on the House floor, too. Nobody gives better speeches and does nothing about it than Trey Gowdy. I have to give him credit. And what's going on in South Carolina? Do they breed people like this? Lindsey. I've gotten to know Lindsey very, very little. I mean, I bump into him now and then. We've tried to get him on the program to discuss things. He only goes on Fox. He won't come on this program. Well, maybe in 3 weeks. Okay, we'll take a pass. It's not that exciting. But he's hard to read, the guy. That's because he's independent. No, it's because he's hard to read. It's like this Saudi Arabia thing. He's toxic, the Crown Prince. Lindsey, take a look at the United Nations. It's filled with genocidal maniacs. Are you proposing we get out of the United Nations? I proposed that. Many, many years ago, I had proposed that we create a new organization. Why must we stay with the United Nations? An organization of free countries, or at least relatively free countries. Why are we sitting with genocidal maniacs? Yeah, they have Tourette's as a group. Get the Jews, get the Jews, get the Jews, get the Jews. A resolution. Make sure you get the Jews and the Jews. Don't forget the Jews and the Jews. And they all vote yes, except for us. No, except when Obama at the end. I think we're present. So how come he hasn't introduced a bill to get out of there? They're killing journalists left and right. The member states of the UN. And try to be a reporter in China. Or as we like to say, China. Try to be a reporter in China. Try to be a reporter in Russia. Try to be a reporter who left Russia and went to London. And all of a sudden, well, look at this. Look at this. Nuclear refuse in my spaghetti. How did it get there, Mr. Producer? How did this nuclear stuff get in my spaghetti? And Putin, not me. I had nothing to do with it. Well, it's Russian nuclear. Well, we had nothing to do with it. It's the British. We didn't do it. They put the stuff in the spaghetti. All right, I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.